Hello, Culture Matters podcast. Boy, am I excited about this episode today. Before I introduce our guest, here is a quote just for this podcast. Talent hits a target others can't hit. Genius sees a target others can't see. Arthur Schopenhauer. Our guest today falls into the latter category if you haven't figured that out with context clues yet. They're a staple to the Culture Matters podcast. You know them if you listen to the show. They're a great friend of myself, a mentor, a role model, a leader to many in the real estate industry. If you listen to the show, look for John Swartz, the one and only man. And today we're recording an episode on New Year's Eve in 2023, and John had a lot of reasons why he didn't have to show up today, but he's actually in his car making this happen. So there's so many lessons right in that. Thanks for coming on the show today, brother. I want to know what you have to say to these people listening in May of 2024 for why their life isn't together.
I guess it would be prioritizing and making the right choices. You do two things: you can make choices, or you can make decisions, or you can make excuses. That's what I meant: choices or excuses. You can't do both. So, and again, we're on the side of the road here because we had this on the schedule, and I got a call last night about a listing appointment. Somebody was going to be in town to show this property today. They wouldn't be tomorrow. So rather than take a chance and, rather than take a chance and then calling somebody else today because they wanted it done today while they're in town, I decided to drop what I was doing and go out there and do that. And I'm glad we were able to still squeeze this in. Now the technology
You
we have
made it
today is
happen.
great. Yeah, exactly. And I got the listing. So it's a nice priced house in a great area. So it's quick, easy sale for me. It's a good way to start off the new year.
What went through your mind when you were thinking of the scenarios last night of should I do it? Should I not do it? Because man, I want to understand that because right now you're talking about actually producing results and earnings, and like that's a big deal. That's what everyone's looking for. So how did that mind game go? Because you could have not done it.
Yeah, that's my instincts. Now especially because it is a holiday, kids are home, we have stuff to do. But in reality, it's 2-3 hours out of my day, so it's not the end of the. But when I get a listing, calling a listing, I go at it like a laser. Like I'm going to get it. I don't care. I don't care what happens. I don't care what scenarios are. I'm going to take that listing one way or another. Um, so and that's why right away when the guy called me, and he actually texted me last night like 11 o'clock. I'm like, I'm doing it. And then I remember this morning we had this. I went and looked at my phone. I'm like, shit, how am I gonna make this work? Because I thought it was about a half hour away. It ended up being like 45 minutes, and I'd take the whole schedule. If it was a half hour away, I'd have been there at 10:30, back by 11. But yeah, I'm 11:15. We ended up bullshitting a little bit. So here I am now on the side of the road. But it's better to always get it done. I always get it done. If I didn't get it, I saw it in the MLS under somebody else's name, I'd be extremely frustrated. That's just my competitive nature.
What were some of your biggest successes in 2023 of how you think you showed up, or were there any things that stand out? But what would you say the big success? Hold on, you muted. You got muted. Yeah, there you go. Say that again.
I got muted.
Yeah, maybe you got
Somebody
a
was
call
calling.
that came in
Yeah,
on
okay,
your
sorry.
phone or something.
Yeah, exactly. So I had two instances. I had somebody that I sold a house to 20 years ago. Um, my daughter was a baby, and he remembered me, and he looked me up and called me to sell a house to his son-in-law. Wanted to buy a house. I went down, showed him one place, put it under contract, and then I just had somebody call me the other day. This is like that I knew from the '90s. This guy used to have a check cashing place and near my old supermarket, and he would cash checks for businesses. And he was the only person that did it. But I used to go there, He called me to look at a place I just got listed for, and I haven't talked to him in 30 years.
Wow.
How crazy is that? It was just really cool. And we picked up like I just told him yesterday. It was just different. It's been a very interesting year for referrals. I got a lot of good referrals this year. Um, as you know, I used to do a lot of corporate stuff, so I didn't do a ton of retail. Well, I did in the beginning of my career, and then I kind of got away from that and did most of the corporate stuff and REO properties, things like that. And then with that kind of market slowed down after COVID, we kind of pivoted to retail. So I'd say for 2023, I mean, that was actually I'm not considering 2023 a successful year for us by any stretch, believe it or not. I mean, it was successful, but we've done better in other times, and we're really really looking forward to 2024. Just seeing the way things are unfolding now, some of the plans we have, things like that. We're really excited about.
Someone's listening to this and on the eve of 2024, New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Who are you then?
Uh, what do you mean? I'm sorry. So in 2024, you said?
Yeah, so
Oh, okay, I got you. A
yeah,
year
on
from
this
now,
day next year,
a
someone's
year from
listening
now,
to this.
a year from now, it's going to be. Um, I plan to be 30 pounds lighter. I have a plan. That's one of the things I'm sticking to this year. Um, Double the business we did last year, which is probably 60 units and 20 million. Next year, we're looking to do at least 100 units and probably 50 million. That's what our goals are. Um, and we have plans we draw out and set to do it. I think the world's kind of coming back to normal a little bit, which would be helpful. Trying to balance out, the transactions. There's been an imbalance for a couple of years of supply and demand, and it's been tough on the business. But we're doing some different things, some new things. We're focusing on different types of clients, and we're just adding some things. We're adding a couple team members, so we're really looking forward to this year. And I think this time next year, I'd be surprised if we don't hit those goals.
Someone that's listening to this right now that's struggling is not in a good headspace. You grab them by the shoulders. What do you say to them?
Uh, your choices. Look at your choices today. What are you doing that's bringing you closer to what you want to do? What are you doing that's taking you further away from what you're going to do? And be aware of them and make the right ones.
What
And
type of Go ahead.
if things aren't moving you closer to your goals, then any habits that are, just get rid of them. I know it's easier said than done. I know it's difficult, but it is all based on the decision. You make a decision, you don't go back on it. Um, if you do, you're cheating on yourself.
How?
Well, because you're not giving yourself your best chance to achieve your goal if you're doing things on purpose that are moving you away from it.
What do
Not
you
following up. If it's in business or at home, just spending time with your family. Or if it's whatever it is, whatever your goals are, there's things that bring you closer to them. There's things that pull you further away from them. So if you're not interacting, if you're reacting to things in the news or anything that just let affect your mood, that's pulling you closer, further away from your goals. If you're um, reacting to situations instead of responding when challenges come up, that's taking you further away from your goal. If you're not, working out and healthy and doing things to put your mind in a good place, that's pulling you away from your goals. You got to change those habits and move forward.
What's the scariest prospect for 2024 for you?
Um, probably the 30 pounds. Try to be disciplined enough to pull that off. We're going on vacation in April, and I told my wife, I said, I'm changing my whole schedule around. I'm doing I'm putting more time in the day for make sure I hit the gym, make sure we diet right, um, meal planning, all these things to make sure I hit that by that vacation in April. I've done it before, and I can do it again.
How many calories are in 30 pounds?
I have no idea about that part. And I'm on my phone, so I can't Google and act like I knew the answer.
Yeah, I think it's 1,050,000.
Yeah.
Because 3,500 in a pound, 10 pounds is
Oh,
3,000.
yeah. So that,
Or no,
yeah,
I'm sorry. I got that. I think it's divided by 10. I think I did too much. 3,500 calories in a pound. So 10 pounds would be 35,000 times three, right? Yeah.
yeah.
So
So
105,000.
105,000.
A
Yeah.
million, that's like freaking 300 pounds.
Yeah. But I don't think it works
It
that
doesn't
way.
seem that much. It doesn't seem that much.
Yeah, it's more of a balance. And it's like one of the things is with the gym, it's like just show up. I have to be disciplined in my mind and not always um and not always just working let work get ahead. Sometimes something will happen at work and it's on my mind. I want to take care of it right away. So
Hmm.
I get off focus and things like that. So um I'm sorry, someone just texted me. It's taking me off my focus now. But yeah, so that's the thing. Like you go into the gym and things
Good
like that.
time.
Like, all right, you skip that one day. So I'm gonna go Monday to Friday every morning. Before anything, I'm gonna turn my phone off and on airplane mode, and I'm just gonna get my workout in, and I'm just gonna show up. And that's like the number one thing. Just show up when you're there. I'm not gonna beat myself up on the quality of the workout that day or whatever. I'm gonna set my goals, and I'm gonna complete it, and I'm gonna show up every day. So
What's your advice to the person seeking to go from 10 million in business in real estate to 20?
um, first thing, so where else can I get? Where's that 10 million going to come from? Is it a different type of client? Is it maybe doing commercial, maybe doing dealing with investors if you don't already deal with investors? Zero in and try to find another another type of client that you're not currently dealing with that maybe you don't because you don't know about it, how to deal with those type of people, and then seek out the education that you need to do it. And look at the people that are doing 50 million. They'll give you the blueprint. Watch what they're doing. What are their social media posts look like? How often are they doing social media posts? Um, are they furthering their education all the time? We always try to add. We're always trying to add to our education and learn, so we can have different. We can add different types of clients to um, uh, to our to our different types of clients we want to work with.
If this, in closing question, if this was the last thing you're ever going to say, you're about to get hit, T-bone right now, what would you say?
That's the answer when I'm in the car. Make that shit into the universe. Um, just make a
Go
plan.
to the world, like that's it.
Yeah,
Like, that's it,
be aware. Be aware of the little things around you. Be aware of what you're doing, and just pay attention because things can pull you into different directions, and you can lose focus very easily. So if you make a plan, stick to it, work through it, um, and then and stay focused on it. Yeah, so that's what be my just write it out. And that's the one thing we always do. We start sometimes, especially after New Year, we make resolutions and things. We make goals and plan, and something distracts you. And like I said, if you don't go to the gym that one day, it turns into two, turns into three. You just create new habits. So you just got. I'm trying to change pretty much every habit I had this last year. This year, just reversing it, and just re-engineer everything from start to finish, back with no excuses. Um, and we're setting pretty lofty goals, but I know we're going to attain them.